with Mason or Kenny, the conversation still stems back to for $1.2 million. Would you rather do right by Mason? Would you rather not ruffles Kenny feathers, or would you rather have Russell Wilson on your roster for $1.2 million? I think that's how they looked at the situation, and they understand that it was going to be multifaceted in terms of the impact. What does this do to Kenny Pickett? Probably upsets him. What does this do to Kenny Pickett? Hopefully it motivates him, but he still could turn around and request a trade. What does this do for Mason Rudolph, though? It probably means for Mason that he has zero interest, or a lot less interest, in coming back here, because now the lane that he might have seen for direct competition for QB1 status is no longer there because Russell Wilson. And from the Steelers' perspective, why would I pay Mason Rudolph anything more than $1.2 million when that's all it took for me to bring in Russ? And Russ has proven, whether we talking last season, the last 5 seasons, or even through a career standpoint, to just be a more productive player. So I can get more production, technically on paper a better player, and for $1.2 million. I don't think Mason was going to be interested in coming back to us for $1.2 million. And that's also the part when we talk about just the market in terms of when certain deals happen, how I can screw certain things up. This doesn't have the full league effect of screwing stuff up because Russ is still getting the 38 from Denver. But these are the type of situations that have them janky ripple effects on a guy like Mason Rudolph. Because Mason probably had a legit chance to get 4, 5, heck, if they loved him, maybe even 8, right? Now there is zero possibility that they're going to be interested to pay him anything greater than, what they paying Russ. Because what's the point of it? That was kind of like when we had Mitch, and Mitch was the backup, and it was like, all right, Mason then took over, and we're like, yeah, we don't know a lot about this offseason, but he's not going to be back for that number because it just doesn't make sense financially. This is the ripple effect for Mason. It sucks for Mason. It's great business for the Steelers. Russ still getting his paper, and he gets to still stick it to Denver, but that's the negative for Mason. He's kind of just the collateral, so to speak, man. But for him, maybe he finds a better opportunity somewhere else, because if it goes cold, what is he coming back to? That's the question.
Yeah, he's not coming back here.
Nah.
There's no way.
Just like, I don't see what he would be coming. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what his best chance is now. I thought his best chance was coming back here to Pittsburgh if it was just going to be him and Kenny. Maybe Vikings. I don't know. With Kurt going to the Falcons.
Could he go to Atlanta maybe?
Who? Mason?
Yeah. Because Ritter is down, but Ritter is what? He's in the same scenario as Kenny is right now. But if he's trying to start, never mind. Because I was thinking about just finding a home right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I think he can find a home. Absolutely. He should be able to find a home. Oh, we'll bring him back to be QB3.
But what I'm saying is for him to have some compensation along with it. That's what I was.
Yeah.
Because if you're the Steelers right now, what you paying Mason Rudolph to come back?
$1 million. Same as last year.
You see what I'm saying? It's like,
QB3.
that was a whole argument this offseason of like, yo, if you Mason, you want that bump up, bro, because you feel like you've done something here that warranted an upgraded pay.
Yeah, of course.
But for the Steelers, like,
just another year, another kicking up the nuts for Mason. Seriously, I mean,
oh my God,
it's unfortunate for him.
My man has the worst luck, bro. I'm just like, God, dog, bro. God, dog. Yeah, but that's what it's at right now.
Yeah, any other
man.
offseason, you're probably back here competing with Kenny, most likely.
Worst case, $4 million, $5 million deal, and you feeling good. Best case, you might get double digits if they feel like, yo, I really believe in what we saw them last 4 games. But instead, everything has changed now. That's the part that is the business side, and that does suck for Mason, man. I do feel for him in that vein. But at the same time, man, I hope that he still had the same mindset of I'm grinding, I'm working for whatever opportunity, wherever it's located at, and keep that same energy, man. This might have been option 1, but all right, cool. This door closed. Let's go find another situation, man.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think what the Vikings could make sense because I don't know what they're going to pivot to.
Listen,
because they have a draft pick that's not going to be that early. What did they finish last year?
They were 1 game,
they were
or
close,
1 or 2 games out of it.
Yeah, they were kind of close to the playoffs. So they might be in the teens. So they might be out of it for one of the top tier quarterbacks, but they could bring in one of those, like a JJ I'm seeing JJ McCarthy
he's
fly
going
up these
first
boards.
round. Yeah.
Yeah, say like Penix or Bo Nix is there at somewhere in the teams, wherever the Vikings are picking.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be a competition for Mason.
Yeah. The part that
it's
sucks,
tough. They're probably gonna lean their first rounder if it's close, but it's an opportunity. Like that might be your best opportunity there.
To, like, compete,
the Raiders maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
what are the Raiders doing?
They kind of have a high pick too.
Yeah. We said New England, they probably gonna draft something.
Yeah.
And that still doesn't pertain to where Justin Fields lands.
But in terms of being like 1A, 1B, in one of those spots going into the offseason, I think there's a few teams. I again still think Pittsburgh was his best chance.
That's my whole thing, because I'm like, I think these opportunities are closing up faster than he would like.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be looked at the same as he would have been looked at here in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Although,
I wouldn't hate him going to New York.
The preferential treatment to Kenny over Mason.
I don't hate him if he went to New York. Maybe you try to play the long, see what's up with Daniel Jones. Obviously, Russ was interested in that situation too. So maybe you seeing something there. Now, granted, you got a lot more money involved with Daniel Jones, but there is still a legitimate chance that you could be the guy over there, or you'll get at least a chance to play some games. They had the little DeVito dude getting action this year.
Yeah.
So it's like Mason could definitely he could look at that.
Legitimately be better than Daniel Jones.
Right.
He might legitimately be better than a lot of quarterbacks in the league right now. It's just the sample size is so small.
Yeah.
Yeah, how he played at the end of last year was damn good.
Yeah.